Negative self-talk is one of the biggest barriers to self-love and personal growth. That little voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, not smart enough, not deserving. It's time to challenge that voice and take back your power. This is the Quiet as Kept podcast, and I am Shawnti Refuge. So we're talking about overcoming negative self-talk. Now, don't get it twisted. I have been there. There were times in my life when my inner dialogue was nothing but criticism. I used to call myself stupid, dumb. I used to doubt myself. I used to downplay my achievements. I did not want to be celebrated. I did not want to stand out. I wanted to stay in the background. I used to do all the work and give it to somebody else and let them present it. That's how low my self-esteem used to be. But I constantly felt like I had to prove my worth. But here's what I learned. You can't hate yourself into success or happiness. True change comes when you start speaking life into yourself instead of tearing yourself down. There are billions of people on this planet, and not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to appreciate you. And to be honest, most of them going to hate your ass, hate your guts. But that don't matter. Let them. Shout out to Mel Robbins for that fantastic book, Let Them. Y'all need to go read that. True change comes when you start speaking life into yourself. Stop tearing yourself down. Studies show that negative self-talk is directly linked to higher levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. If you wouldn't say it to your best friend, why in the hell are you saying it to yourself? It's time to rewrite that narrative. A moment that really hit me when I was launching my first guided journal. Instead of celebrating that I had created something powerful, I kept telling myself, ain't nobody buying that. Who the hell I think I am to do this? And that mindset almost made me shrink back. But then I sat down and journaled. I used the exact tools that I was taught in order to overcome that. I realized those thoughts weren't mine. They were echoes of past doubts and fears that I no longer had to carry. So if I can overcome negative self-talk, bang, you can too. So how do we shift from self-criticism to self-compassion? First, we catch that thought. When you hear yourself thinking negatively, pause and recognize it. And then you challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true or is it just fear talking? For me, it was just fear talking when I would say, ain't nobody buying my stuff. That was fear talking. Because y'all buying my stuff and I appreciate you. Change the narrative. Replace that negative thought with an affirmation rooted in truth. Simple as that. I know I'm saying it like it's simple, but it's really not. But with practice, over time, it will be simple. And I'm going to help you with some journaling prompts. First one, what's one negative belief I have about myself? And where did it come from? Did somebody in your childhood tell you were fat, ugly, dumb, stupid? Said it so much to you that you believed it? Identify that negative belief. You might have 10 negative beliefs. Start with one and identify where that came from. Your second prompt is, what evidence do I have that contradicts this negative thought? Show the proof. Where's the proof that you are dumb? Where's the proof that you're stupid? Where's the proof that you're fat? And ain't nobody gonna want you. Where's the proof? Because that's a lie. How can I replace this thought with a more positive and affirming one? Bang, your words have power, especially the ones you say to yourself. So if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs a reminder to be kind to themselves. Let's rewrite the way we talk to ourselves and step into our full potential. And if you need help with that, go to ShawntiRefuge.com. I have free resources. I have paid resources. I have the resources. And if I don't have the resources to help you, you tell me what you need and I will go find it for you. That's how passionate I am about your mental health. I don't have to know you personally. All I know is that you are worthy of more. You deserve more. I believe it. And I probably never laid eyes on you. But it don't matter what I believe. It matters what you believe. Until next time, babe.